Hey everybody, Derek here from Addictive Tips. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to set up a Emby server. So to start off, you're going to need to open up your browser, and I just have Firefox. And to get Emby working, you really just need to install a package. And packages are installed in many different ways on many different Linux distributions. To figure this out for your Linux distribution, please check the description, as we have a link to an article that will tell you exactly how to get it working for your system. In my case, I'm using Fedora 27. So to start off, just do a Google search for Emby Media Center. Then you can see the download button right here. Click the download button. And this will list every single operating system that it serves. And you can just select Linux and go through, and as you can see, the main one it has here is for Ubuntu. We're not using Ubuntu, so we'll need to check Fedora. If you're using any of these other ones, select one of the other ones. And what we'll do is we'll download the package, let it go, and then we'll install the Red Hat package. Alright, so when you have an RPM package downloaded, you can install it in a couple of ways. You can install it with a terminal, or you can do it with the package installer. Now, to do it with the package installer, you just right click and click Open with Software Install, which is what I'm going to do right now. Now that Emby is installed, you can just close the software installer and go back to the installation thing here at the download button and copy this right here. And then we can just go up, press Ctrl V, and go directly to our Emby server. Now, as you can see, it's not starting right away. This is because at times you'll need to wait for it to run. This can be solved sometimes by running a systemctl to start it, but if you give it a couple seconds, the wizard will start up. So now the Emby process is quite simple. They even have a quick start guide if you're confused, but to start off, you need to select, God, that's annoying. Side note, it's really annoying that websites do this. Anyways, so you start off, you select your language. In my case, I'm an American and I speak English, so I select English, United States, and I click Next. My first name isn't Emby, it's in fact Derek, so I enter Derek. And then if I want to connect my Emby account, I can do that. I'm not going to do that because I don't really care about that, but if you do, you can enter your email and link your Emby account. Then just click the next button. Now the most important part is to add media. So I have media on this server. It's just in the home folder. I'm not going to set up a complicated setup with different drives and everything because I don't use Emby that much. So I'm going to select TV for the category of the content. Then I'm going to click Add Folder. Now by default, it suggests that you put stuff in a certain place. For me, I'm going to add my media folder. So to do that, I'll do 192.168.1.1, and then I can click Browse, and I can click SDA1, and I can click Media Files. Now once I do that, it's going to scan my Samba share, and it's going to download my media, and I can even select my preferred metadata language if that's what's really important to me, as well as my localization for my country. If I'm, this doesn't matter because I speak English, but say that I'm from Belgium or something, it will localize it to my language. And let's just select United States just for the heck of it. If it's in here, there we go. Now you can have it save artwork directly to the media folders and download in advance if you want. You can have it never refresh metadata or have it every 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. And you can do embedded titles over file names, as well as real-time monitoring and all these other settings. Once you've selected all the settings that you'd like, and of course you don't have to add server stuff directly from a media share like I did. I have a Samba server on my LAN, and I added it that way. If you want to just add video files directly on the server itself or the desktop or whatever you're running it on, you can go through the add option as many times as you like for as many different content items as you like. We're just doing TV because that's the kind of media that I have right now on there. So I'm gonna click OK, and it knows that the media is there, and then I can click next and next again, and then I accept the terms of service, and then I click the finish button, and Emby will let me go. And it's scanning. It's got my episode of the Grand Tour, it's got some podcasts that I like, and I can just go to my media, and I know, like, if I want to watch Star Trek Discovery, I know that the first season is right here, and it's going through and it's scanning all the metadata. If you look in the server, it's going through, it's in the middle of scanning my media data, and I can access Emby on any machine that exists as long as it is connected to the same LAN. So you don't really need to worry about any of the IP address stuff. All you really need to do is, if you need to find it, is to go into settings and click on one of these URLs or send it out to your friends. And of course you can even connect to other devices by clicking this button up here. But the media is in here, and it's a bit slow because I'm running it on a VM, but that's Emby, guys. I hope it was informative. It's a great media service. It might look like a little complicated to set up, but that's only because it's the first time setup where you have to configure each individual setting. So that's going to be it for me for today. Just a brief overview of how to get Emby working on Linux.